Okay, we're here in the garage again, and I've put some alcohol in the core plug openings to hopefully evaporate any water. I tested, or I stuck a Q-tip in the web there, and there definitely was some water in there, so I've placed alcohol in there for the moment, and hopefully I'll evaporate that. But in the interim, I need to clean the metal around the opening, the core plug opening, in order to fit the new core plugs in. So I thought while that alcohol is working, I would do that. So I've gotten my battery operated drill with a nice small wire brush, which just happens to be exactly the opening of the core plug, at least the larger ones. So that should work real well. I'm going to give it a try right now. And that seems to work really well. So there's the cleaned one, and next door is the one that's not clean. As you can see, there's rust and so on it. So yeah, that seems to be the way to go there. Get those core plugs clean. One other minor problem I noticed is that on the edge of the opening, there's accumulated paint from the core plugs or the engine block being painted, and the paint really has accumulated so that it's fairly thick. You can't quite see it in this picture, but it is there. So what I've done is I've taken a round metal file and just very lightly went around the opening and took off that line of paint. Again, not enough so as to take off any metal, but the paint comes off real easy with the files. I tried sandpaper, but it was tough going in that circle, and also I couldn't get much pressure on it. But the file at the right angle really does do a good job on it. Okay, so I've filed off the paint. I'm going to take my drill and remount the opening. And you can see the rust flying out of it. I'm going to reverse it. That seems to do an additional bit of rust removal. And as you can see, it's pretty good, pretty clean in there now. So now, looking at those openings, it appears that there's still a little bit of rust on that one on the left there, but other than that, at least on the intake side, it looks like we've got those openings pretty clean. And by the way, I have not been able to get the core plug block heater out, so I'm just going to leave it. As Alex I think said, it's probably better not to make trouble where there isn't any. So we'll just leave that in place, and hopefully we've washed out most of the crud in that web too by injecting water from above. So now I'm going to go over to the exhaust side and do the same thing on the core plug openings.